A state of emergency is in effect this morning for St. Catharines and surrounding areas after heavy rains ravaged the region.
You okay? Yes! We are going underwater.
Two major storms just days apart led to extensive flooding. Thousands of people have been impacted and local governments are now calling for support. Joining us now is the mayor of St. Catharines, Mat Siscoe. Thank you so much for being here today, Mayor.
Thanks, Jaden.
When incidents like this happen in a community, oftentimes local leaders are in need of additional supports to get the residents back on track. And you yourself have been asking for help from upper levels of government. Have your pleas been heard from the province or the feds?
Yeah, the premier reached out. We've had a good conversation. We now have volunteer group coming in to the community through Ontario Corps to help with the cleanup. We have a growing vulnerable assistance registry of residents who aren't able, whether they're elderly, they have accessibility challenges, aren't able to clean up, aren't able to pump the water out the sewage that's in their basement. So those volunteers should be on the ground soon. I'm hopeful that there will be more assistance coming. We know we have a lot of areas of need.
Yeah, glad to hear that you are finally getting some help. What are the next steps then for the community?
Continued cleanup. We have enhanced garbage pickup. We're basically allowing residents to put almost anything at the side of the curb in the flood affected areas, which now extends to almost the entire city. We continue with that. We have flood mitigation programs here in St. Catharines that usually garner 20 to 30 applications a year. We're over 1,000, I think over 1,500 applications now. That's a significant strain on the city's budget, but we're going to be trying to work with upper level officials to find ways to help fund that, because I don't want to be in a position of having to tell anybody this year that they're not going to be able to put those flood mitigation measures in place. We continue with the cleanup efforts. We've got good support from local organizations, but at this stage, it really a lot of what we need is from upper levels, and that's why we declared the state of emergency.
And we are seeing some stunning images from these floodings. Longer term, Mayor, do you have any concerns something like this might happen again in St. Catharines?
If you'd asked me that question 2 weeks ago, I would have said no. I do think this was a freak event, but I think the reality we're seeing across the country is these freak events are happening more frequently. These flooding incidents, are hitting one community or another community. It's not consistent, and that's part of the problem. Our infrastructure systems across Canada have been designed based on certain standards. We've been changing those standards over the last 10 years, and we've been investing. We now invest triple what we did 10 years ago to try and upgrade what we're doing in our water wastewater infrastructure, but there is no way that municipalities can cover this on their own. And so in the coming weeks, I'm going to be speaking with provincial and federal officials, because at this point, enough is enough. We can't continue down this path of putting it on property taxpayers. They're not going to be able to bear the load, and we need help from upper levels of government, because water infrastructure directly affects people's homes, where they live, and their quality of life. So we need a fix.
We know that that is something a lot of local leaders are echoing there. Before we let you go, Mayor, we understand you yourself, your house was flooded. How are you doing?
You know what? My kids have demonstrated a lot more resilience than I would have given them credit for 10 days ago. My youngest son has pretty severe autism, and so, they're very accustomed to routine, but he has demonstrated the same level of resilience, and I'm proud of them for getting through it. I'm also very blessed. We have an incredible community, and I can't say enough about the people in St. Catharines taking care of their neighbors and their friends. We're gonna get through this.
We are wishing you the best of luck. Mat Siscoe, Mayor of St. Catharines. Thank you.
Thank you so much.